Good afternoon, Ajay Singh, Akriti Agrawal. So, we have already completed the lesson number 11, that is natural resources. Today, we are going to study. Now you know very well examples of natural resources and you know what are natural resources. The next lesson, that is lesson number 12, is regarding looking after our natural resources. That is lesson 12, looking after our resources. Looking after our resources. Okay. Now, what is meaning of the word looking after our resources? Looking after our resources means you already know that whatever natural resources we studied in lesson number 11, all these natural resources, their amount is very limited on the earth. Their deposits are limited, so we have to use it wisely. Okay, so that is how to look after. Yes, what is the Ajay Singh has written? Question 10th and 11 question answer. Okay, lesson 10 and 11 question answer I will give you today. Already I think yes, lesson 10th and 11 question answers. Yes, today I will give. I will send in the WhatsApp. Okay, so these two question answers, lessons question answers I will send you. Okay, okay. So we will find how to look after the natural resources is using it wisely. What Akriti has written, not wasting it. Very correct. Taking care means not wasting it. And what Vijay Borbude has written, yes, recycling. Okay. So looking after our natural resources means natural resources we will find they are present on the earth in limited amount. We have to use it wisely. Then only they can last for long time, isn't it? So we will find now. Last lesson we studied about the different natural resources. Now we will study how to use these natural resources wisely. Now first of all, give me some example of natural resources. Write down in chat box. Give me some example of natural resources. Write down in chat box. Write down in chat box. Give me some example of natural resources. Write down in chat box. Then we will study how to use them wisely, how we are investing it. Air, water, wood. Yes. So air, water, water, wood. All these are natural resources. Petroleum, coal, all these are natural resources. Metals, they are natural resources. Okay, first of all, we will study about water. Are we looking after this important natural resource wisely? No. How we are wasting water, I will tell you. In our colony only, many times what happens? What we are doing? We are then keeping the pipe in the tank of the cooler and we are going and watching the television or we are busy in our own work. This is the fact. And many times that cooler gets filled with water and will overflow and that water is getting wasted. Is it the wise use of the most important natural resource, water? No, it is not the wise use of water. Like that, there are many examples how we are wasting this important natural resource. Okay, what Akriti Agarwal has is written pipe leakage. Yes, pipe leakage is there. You might have observed many times pipe leakage is there, but people they are least bothered about pipe leakage. Water is getting wasted day and night, but we are not careful about that. No one is bothered to stop that leakage by complaining the proper department. Okay, many times lot of water get wasted when there is leakage in the pipe. Not only leakage in the pipe, but we will find sometimes what happens, we are keeping the tap tap, you know that the knob is not tight. At that time also leakage is there. Now opening the tap while brushing teeth, while brushing teeth. Yes, opening the tap while brushing teeth, brushing, shaving. While brushing, there is no need of water. At that time also, what we are doing, we are opening the tap and the water is getting wasted. Shaving also, people they are shaving and that tap is open and water is getting wasted. Okay, pipe leakage. Yes, Pratha Ambedkar has written pipe leakage is there. That we are least bothered and water is getting wasted many times. Then, yes, using shower. Using shower. You know that what is the best way to take whatever amount of water you need in bucket and to take bath. Instead of that, if you are using shower, we will find water is getting wasted. Lot of water is getting wasted. What Ajay Singh has written, we cannot time the tap and water will fall down. Many times I already told you that the knob of that tap is not proper. We are not fixing it properly, or there is some loose. We will find water is getting wasted through that, isn't it? And not only that, garden. Now, what is our habit? There is a garden in front of our house, pipe we are keeping there, and we are going and watching the television, we are talking with the neighbors, we are involved in our work. So that all that water, that garden gets overfilled and water is getting wasted. That is also, yes. So we will find this is how we are wasting this precious natural resource, water. Okay, so we have to take care, you have to use water judiciously. Okay, so we will find what we should not do. We should not waste water, because you know that water is very important natural resource. You know that though 3/4 of the earth is covered with water, that water we cannot use. What is the reason? That water we cannot use for drinking. That water we cannot use for in industrial purpose also. Why? Why we cannot use that water? Because that water is salty, isn't it? Water in the ocean is salty. So we have to use water judiciously. How we can use the water judiciously? When you are drinking water in the kitchen garden there, give water, take the water in the bucket instead of throwing pipe there. Then also instead of using shower, take bath with the bucket, isn't it? Water in the bucket. Okay. Then we will find while brushing, while shaving, we are opening the tap unnecessarily. So that should not be, that should be stopped. Then whenever the leakage is there, we should complain the proper department immediately. Water. Now, after that, water, the next important natural resource, that is coal. Now, you know that electricity is generated in thermal power stations from coal. That is, we get electricity from coal. Now, wasting the electricity means wasting the coal. And I already told you that coal deposit is liberated in the earth crust. That will last for only 50 to 60 years. And if we will waste now how we are using the coal, if we will use it at such rate, it will last only for 40 years, isn't it? So what we should do? We should not waste electricity. Okay, but in fact we are using it wisely. How we are wasting electricity many times. You know that at your home also nobody is there in the room. Fan is on. Okay, then we will find bulbs they are on. Okay, nobody is in the room. AC is on and coolers are on. Okay, so you have to use the electricity wisely. That's why in the school also, whenever you are going to assembly, your teacher is switching off all the lights and fans. Why? Because if we are wasting the electricity, we are wasting the important natural resource, coal. Okay. So what? Also in the interval when you are going outside to play, teacher they are switching off the lights and fans and they are telling monitor to switch off the lights and fan. What is the reason? We should not waste electricity. Okay, because if we are wasting the electricity, we are wasting our important natural resource. What system is Park supply written? Switch off the light and fan. Okay, then leave the room. Very correct. Using AC and cooler in winter, it's not good habit. We are wasting our natural resource. Very correct, Akunti Agarwal. Then Bode has written wasting water, food is bad habit. Very correct. Wasting electricity, water, food, these natural resources, it is very bad habit. Okay, so you have to look after the natural resource like coal by saving electricity. What Akunti Agarwal has written very correct that we should not use cooler and air conditioners in winter season. What Park Shukla has written very correct. We should switch off the lights and fan when we are leaving the room. Many times nobody is there in the room and lights and fans are switched on. Okay, so we will find we have to stop all these bad habits. What Lakshman Bode has written that we have to stop all these wasting bad habits. Okay, then only we can save our important natural resource. Yes, what Ajay Singh has written, what our habit is, we open all room light and we come living room, all room light was open. Don't waste water. Akrutika, we should use renewable sources such as sunlight, wind. Yes. So you know that this is how we are wasting the electricity. Okay. Then the third natural resource about air. Air is also very important natural resource we studied. It is used for the process of photosynthesis. It is used for the process of respiration. How we are wasting the air? Wasting the air means we are polluting the air. How we are polluting this natural resource? Yes. How we are polluting this natural resource? How we are polluting this natural resource air? Yes, air. We are polluting the air. How? For example, you know that burning leaves of plant. Is it good habit or any garbage? Is it good habit? Burning leaves of plant or any garbage? Is it good habit? What Navya Devi has written, switch off the TV, fan and lights when you go to your room. Go out of your room. Very good, Navya. You should not write, but you have to follow also. Very good. Now, regarding air and what Akunti wrote, that is also very correct. Instead of depending on the renewable, non-renewable sources of energy, we have to depend on the renewable sources of energy such as solar energy and wind energy. Okay. Vehicles pollute the air. Very correct. Vehicles pollute the air. You know that more and more population is there, more and more vehicle we are using, and you know that more and more pollution is there. Now situation is that even if you want to go to shopping complex, people they are using vehicle. Even if they want to go to plant, they are using car. So that is very bad habit. It should. What happens? We have to use the public transport and we have to use vehicle only when it is very much required. Okay, so that way you know that burning of petrol it releases harmful gases in the air that pollutes the air. Okay, we should use then but do not burn trees and dry leaves. Yes, we should not burn leaves or garbage. What Navya has written, very correct Navya. Burning releases harmful gases in the air. Instead of burning, we can make compost out of it by dumping it in the earth. Very correct. Then yes, what Gokul has written, should not smoke, it will pollute the air. Smoking also pollute the air. Very correct. So we will find along with this, you know that industries and factories. Industries and factories, they are polluting the air. Isn't it? You know that a lot of smoke coming out of the chimney. Because in industries we are burning many fuel, isn't it? Many. So what we will find? Smoke is given out which pollute the air. So industries and more factories they are polluting the air. They are making the air dirty. Okay. Then Anvi Balki has written very correct. We should not cut trees. We should not cut trees. Very correct. We should plant more and more trees. Akruti Agarwal has written pollution for industry. We should not cut trees. Okay, growing more and more trees very important to keep the air clean. Okay, we should not cut trees, and you know that while using vehicles we should use only when it is required in emergency. Along with that, it is very important that we should service the vehicle, we should maintain the vehicle. Otherwise, we will find these vehicles, they are giving out more and more harmful gases in the air. So, this important natural resource is getting polluted when we are not taking care. Okay, so we have to stop the pollution of the air. This important natural resource, then we have to grow more and more trees. We have to take care of our vehicles. We have to use the vehicles when it is very much required. And in industries and factories, you know that one should take care that it should release less pollutants in the air. Then coal over. Then how we are wasting petrol, petroleum products. Petroleum means it is the crude oil which petrol, diesel,